This is me, Jimmy McMillan. I want to take these few minutes to talk to you. It's about job creation. On the 18th of October, as a gubernatorial candidate, I sat on a stage at Hofstra University. I laid out a blueprint for governors and heads of states to follow. America is in critical economic condition. In order to balance the budget, resolve the deficit problems, people have to be working. And the economy is in critical condition. We're talking about job creation. Apparently, someone thinks this is, I'm some kind of joke. Apparently, no one is listening. Before I sat on the stage at Hofstra University running for governor of the state of New York in 2010 on the 18th of October, I had a vision. I knew this was going to happen. I've seen it coming. My initial goal was to set out to stop it. Without playing the blame game, set up solutions that would end this madness, that would destroy the future of our young men and women. And apparently no one is listening. This is an election year coming up, 2012, and it's back to politics as usual, playing the silly game all over again. America is in economic critical condition, and job creation is what I expressed at Hofstra University on the 18th of October in 2010. I prepared a blueprint. I printed it out in transcript, so if you don't understand everything I said, you can order it, and it's there in writing. Go to rentitstoodamnhigh.org and get it. Job creation can't be done by the president. If the president wants to be able to create jobs, or want to create jobs, which he cannot do, you don't like to use the word can't, the president cannot do it. This responsibility lies on the hands and shoulders of governors of states only. The president would have to call a meeting between governors of states and express to them what they need to do. And I will give that to you right here again, as I gave it to you at Hofstra University. Before I went to Hofstra University, I had written it out. Written everything on paper. What I'd said was all written out. Only the governors of states can reduce the costs, to cut the costs, to give businesses a chance to hire people. Only the governors of states. The president is going to have to hold an emergency summit, or whatever he want to call it, to pull these governors of states together. And here is what they must do. Reduce the cost of living in their state. Once the governors of states, reduce the cost of living in their state. There are many categories fall under reduce the cost of living within states. One of the major ones is salaries, increases and things of that nature. You're going to have to cut the cost of everything within your states, from food to salaries, which mean income. Everything. Everything is mortgages, everything. I don't mean no one particular thing. Let everything covers everything. You're going to have to do this unilaterally. Every state in the union is going to have to do this. Well, some states, you feel the cost of living may not be so high, but the question is, why aren't there businesses, why aren't people working in those states? Something is wrong. I know what it is. And New York, what happened here, the domino effect can be felt in all 50 states. But what we need to do is focus on job creation. And only the governors of states can get together. New York, elected officials are making football player salaries. State employees, football player salaries. Police, the fire department, football player salaries. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Unions are not going to lack this, but this has to be done. Someone has to take control and cut the costs and roll the prices back. Costs of living, salaries, and everything is going to have to be scaled back. Everything scaled back at the same time. Who allowed this to happen is another segment, because we don't have the time to play the blame game. It's very easy, and this is a very short tape, because there is nothing else to talk about when we're speaking of job creation. When you reduce the property taxes and lower taxes for businesses, and get this thing out of your mind about taxing the rich, you must do something first. Taxing the rich is not going to solve your problems. Elected officials, it's not going to, Mr. President, it's not going to, congressmen, raise it, senators, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. That is just not enough rich people to tax to get this country on the right track. You're going to have to reduce the costs, to cut the costs, to roll the prices back, to give people, businesses a chance to hire people. I urge the President of the United States to contact me. There is more to this. I don't want to give it all out here, because I do feel that some elected official running for public office will misuse it to try to get elected, and because you're not paying attention to me. So I'm going to save the best for last. I urge the President of the United States to contact me and allow me to sit with whoever he assigns. I advise the President to be present, because this is not about talking about him. I don't do that. When I'm alone, or by myself, or with him, I'm here to talk about the issues and what needs to be done to get it correct. As many of you know, I am a presidential candidate. I'm running as a Republican. But that is not why I got involved into politics. I got involved because I know how to fix. Whether I'm a Republican presidential candidate or not, I will sit with this Democratic presidential candidate and help him get this country on the right track, because there's so many suffering people. It's not about me winning or running for president. As long as the country can get on the right track, I'll back out. I'll pull out. I don't have an ego problem about running or trying to get just to be president. As long as the people can get the help they need, that is where I stand, and that's my stand. So, Mr. President, if you hear this message, Barack Obama, you're not going to accomplish anything from any speech you give about the economy, job creation. There are no jobs. America is in critical condition. And it's time you, too, stop playing the politics with the people and mind games, as your Democratic constituents have you doing right now. We know what it is, and I will not let you get away with it. And that is exactly what you're doing. I urge you to stop it. Contact me to get me to Washington, D.C. so we can sit down. I would explain it to you first, and then you can take it from there. I don't have to be with you. You could take it from there and run with it. It's simple. To be able to create jobs throughout this country is as simple as taking candy from a baby. It's that simple. Once again, this is Jimmy McMillan, founder of the Rent is Too Damn High Party. There's nothing else to talk about. Job creation. I know what I'm doing. It's time somebody called me. Stop playing games.